Just like with the iPhone, the way we live, work, and communicate is about to radically transform. This is not just about learning the latest technology. This is about deeply understanding everything about the ways in which we've done things is about to change forever. So when they see things like AI tools that are able to generate writing, reports, research, all kinds of different things, they recognize that that is a fundamental shift in how we will work.
I have just walked out of a session that was inspirational and thought-provoking and has created for me a real sense of energy about looking again at what schools are really for and bringing together a team of both humans and AI that's going to help us to really develop a community for the future.
When they see tools that are able to design simply by sharing a few words like, hey, can you change the color of the wall? What would a bookshelf look like? Could you add a sofa in the room? Things that perhaps you would have to hire somebody for that would take them weeks and weeks to get you prototypes of something that would look like this. And then they also see not just that these tools can create images and generate text, but they have voice capability and video capability as well.
And was so inspired. I've been using AI for quite a while now and helping me amplify my work, and some of the tools she shared just helped me really think about how I can do that more effectively.
So when leaders see these kinds of technologies, they're not just thinking about, well, how am I going to preserve the 5-paragraph essay and how are we going to get Yonder to put cell phone bans across our organization? No, they recognize we are going through a profound culture shift, which anyone who says is even remotely easy would be lying. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. We have a lot of things that don't really support being successful in these environments. But one of the things that these leaders know, they recognize that these tools are being designed to have agency.
Saba did a phenomenal job of sort of articulating a hopeful, engaging stance for us to work with AI in the world of AI and really sort of moving away from thinking about AI as tools to AI as teammates. And I love the progression from fixed mindset to growth mindset to AI mindset, really helping us sort of think that we are not just in an evolutionary phase, but in a paradigm shifting world, and how to equip educators and school leaders to build schools that will help prepare kids for a world that doesn't exist so far.
We want these tools to do things. We want them to act, to decide, to create many of the same goals that we share for our young people. When we look at the data on what agency looks like in our young people who graduate from high school, it's at an all-time low. We are facing a crisis of human agency. Because people who have human agency, by default, are people who are strong critical thinkers. By default, are people who are collaborative. By default, are people who are creative. You can't be a high agency person if you do not possess the ability to think critically about the world around you, about the ideas that you have, but more importantly, how you are going to take action towards them. So we don't have a crisis of thinking. We have a crisis of human agency.
I really enjoyed my pre-conference and then the keynote presentation today with Dr. Saba. I found as a head of school that her points were very clearly delivered. It was fast-paced. I felt like the time was meaningful, but most importantly, it got me thinking about the future of education and, for me as a leader, creating change in our school.
Now, growth mindset people, I'm going to guess, are all of us sitting here, right? That's why we're here, because we like to learn, we like to grow, we're curious, we like to connect. Despite our agency, we're limited by resources, by simply just the hours in a day. For those people now with AI tools, there's a new kind of mindset, this AI mindset. I don't have to have all the answers, nor do I need to have hours and hours and hours in a day. No, I just need to be able to identify the challenge or identify my idea. And I know that I don't have to do this work alone. I have people and AI tools that I can work with to do things that individually I would not have been able to do. And what's beautiful about these people, they are high agency people. They might not have all the answers, but they are willing to think and figure it out, both with AI and the people around them. So how do they do this? Well, one method is using the Spark prompting framework. What's beautiful about the Spark prompting framework is that it's designed more for you than it is the AI tool. It's designed to do what we call prompt the human before the machine, and Spark is basically an empathy interview. Tell me a little bit about your situation. Who are you? What do you do? What is that problem that you think is in your way that is impossible to fix? Tell me a little bit about your aspiration. What would success look and feel like to you? And if I was able to do all of these things for you, what's a result you would want to see that would make you say, wow, I feel like my vision for success is coming true and my problem is being solved?